Now, I wanted to talk about central banks around the world appear to control governments, and as former Fed Chairman Alan Greenspan has admitted, they're above the law and answer to no one. But who do you think controls the show on a global scale? Some say international shadow banks, some theorize the Rothschild family. There are a lot of theories because there's no doubt the central banks are globally connected and have similar ideas on how to create debt enslavement as people are paying taxes towards paying off the interest on the debt. And why or who or what do you think controls the show?
Well, the show, in my estimation, is controlled by a group of elitists known as the globalists, and the globalists are the globalists have many masks. Some people would call them possibly the Bilderbergers. Some people would refer to them as the Trilateral Commission. Some people would say that it's largely made up of the group that would be the Council on Foreign Relations. Mm-hmm. Some people say it's Rothschilds, Rockefeller. There's no doubt in my mind that the Rothschilds and Rockefellers and maybe the Dutch royal family, along with the British royal family, are probably major actors and players in that group.
Absolutely, they're all cousins as it is.
Sure, and they've all intermarried, and the gene pool isn't too deep when you're talking about some of the real staunch mainline globalists. Yeah. And these people have goals for the world. These people seek to have one world government. These people seek to have one world currency, most likely a digital currency that they can create at will. And these people also seek a one world religion, namely the worship of state itself. These people are anti all mainline religions. And you can actually watch their their programs of divide and conquer being put in place regarding religion, where they pit the Islamists against the Christians, and Jews against Palestinians. It's a program of divide and conquer. Whether it's black against white by inciting racial division, as they have in Ferguson, Missouri. It was a lot of George Soros money that fomented the clashes against law enforcement. But I mean, it's a rerun or a broken record playing of divide and conquer tactics being used basically in all circumstances. This is globalist play number one. It's like the number one thing in their playbook.
And you are, since you got into this, I wasn't going to just go right into it, but I'm glad you brought all these things up because you mentioned before Donald Rumsfeld and what he had said the day before 9/11, and there are a lot of theories out there that there was a lot of gold at the bottom of the World Trade Centers. And now I don't want to get too much into theorizing when there's so much conspiracy fact out there, but what do you think of that? And what do you think that leads to?
Well, listen, it's not a theory. There was an enormous amount of gold at the bottom of the World Trade Center, which was disappeared when they dug through the rubble. Okay, so the gold disappeared. It's not a story that was covered widely in the mainstream, and gee, I wonder why. It's also interesting to know that as we said, Rumsfeld on 9/10 said that $2 trillion worth of money was missing or couldn't be accounted for in Pentagon spending, and lo and behold, the exact spot where the alleged plane ran into the Pentagon, which is I think it's referred to as the world's biggest building. It crashed into the spot where all the records were regarding the money. So now the $2 trillion we can never know. We never know. We will never know where it went because all the records pertaining to spending. That's exactly where the plane hit.
And
So
it's
I
worth
guess the Muslim terrorist who was flying the plane, doing acrobatic aerial maneuvers in a wide body jet, that experienced pilots that I know have claimed they can't even do. He got lucky and hit the exact spot where all the records where the trillions are missing.
And interestingly enough, it's one of the most monitored areas of all of the United States, more cameras than anywhere else. But there's only one frame of one video that shows a plane that you can't even find any wreckage of in the building. And on top of that, I've spoken to many expert pilots myself, and it's none of them, not a single one of them said it's possible, because even the most experienced pilot cannot do it. But I don't want to get too far out of the topic at hand.